Present in my city, Bogota versus Cartagena. Colombia and Cartagena and Bogota had much to enjoy: food, nightlife, history, and natural beauty. Some people say Cartagena is prettier than Bogota. Bogota is as beautiful as it is Cartagena. Crime is down and tourism is up, and both cities have the stylish hotel to savor visitors. Place to raise: climate, geography. If you are looking for a more fast-paced city trip type of holiday, then Bogota is your best option. It is an urban city divided into 20 districts and 6 zones, ranging from the colonial neighborhoods of the La Candelaria to the arty La Macarena neighborhoods has experienced everywhere. Cartagena isn't the only spot to savor in Colombia. Too often travelers forget about Bogota. The sprawling metropolis is a little more than an hour away by plane from Cartagena and has a completely different geography. Bogota is longer than Cartagena. Bogota has more variety geography than Cartagena. Cartagena is definitely the place to go for a more relaxed Caribbean style holiday. The Easter is a popular time for local tourists to flood the city. These are not pious visitors on a spiritual quest, but rather locals taking advantage of the 1 week school holidays, hence the name Semana Santa. Holy Week. Cartagena has better weather than Bogota. Cartagena has excellent summer weather, beaches, air, sea class, and lots of fun. Beautiful island near the city with beautiful scenery and crystal clear waters. Cartagena can be the best place to rest in Colombia. The colonial architecture. Being the capital means you can pretty much find anything. The past 20 years has seen a lot of investment in the infrastructure of the city and a strong appreciation of the arts. Architecturally, Bogota has its not without its use. The historical district of La Candelaria, a lot of museums and the various government buildings, the President Palace, the Capitol, the Place of Justice are some examples. Colpatria is the tallest building in Colombia. The colonial architecture like San Felipe Castle, historical museums in the old city we must see and obscure. We have the beach and a pretty decent nightlife, great restaurant and clubs. Cartagena has a street more narrow than Bogota. Cartagena has the best colonial architecture in Colombia. Cartagena has less population than Bogota. The most or least expensive store. In Bogota, there are cheaper than in other stores of the country. Bogota has cheap stores, especially in the city center. Also in the north of the city are the stores with the finest and expensive products. A few days in Cartagena will have you falling in love with the people, food, and flavors of this fascinating local. While December is the height of tourism, season go at other times for smaller crowds and lower prices. In high season, Cartagena is the most expensive city in the country. The best or the worst drivers. Bogota has the best driver in this country because our people polite, they are respectful of traffic rules. People who mostly give way. True, of course, there are exceptions. Cartagena also has good driving, depending on the personality of each person. They generally are friendly, fair, and tolerant. I could not say that they are the worst driver compared with other cities because that depends on the essence and education of each person and know the region where they live. Art and music. Bogota is the host of events such as the Ibero-American Theater Festival, the largest festival in the world. Rock Park is an open-air Latin American rock festival taking place there. In Bogota, more people attend events than in Cartagena. Bogota performs more concerts than Cartagena. Cartagena has music and events around the beach. We can find set of vallenatos, dance performance, and champeta, reggaeton, tropical, and electronic music. Events like the National Beauty Contest in November. Cartagena has the most prestigious events in the country. Cartagena has the most joyful dance in the world. The most popular events are in Cartagena. The best public transportation. Bogota. The transport of Bogota is the result of the interaction of different transport systems. The transport system in Bogota is the largest of Colombia and performed 2008 about 12.2 million trips a day. One of these 42% were carried out in the integrated public transportation of Bogota, 26% by Transmilenio, 22% by private cars, 12% walking, 3% by taxi, 3% by motorcycle, and 2% by bicycle. Bogota has the longest avenues in the country. Bogota streets are more crowded than Cartagena. Cartagena has multiple and economies urban transport. You can transport using taxi services, buses of different types, intermediate buses, minibuses, vans. There is additionally metro car service, air-conditioned buses that follow transport, terminal transport to different areas of the city, including the tourist center and the north. Some Cartagena's streets are more messy than Bogota. Which is the best food? For instance, the G Zone, also known as Gourmet Zone, is currently experiencing a culinary explosion. A luxury hotel are popping up all over the place. There is Haiti focus on deep frying everything. Meats, beef, pork, chicken, fish are popular, and most dishes are served with rice, beans, or potatoes. Vegetable played a small role, while the variety of fresh tropical fruits available in Bogota is extensive. Bogota has more variety of food than Cartagena. Cartagena may not be an official capital of Colombia, but some will argue that it is the culinary capital. The local seafood and tropical fruits serve as the foundation for the cuisine, and the unique blend of cultural influences, Spanish, African, and indigenous, give it its special edge, from delicious juices to hairy fish dishes. This coastal city has earned its spot on the culinary map. We could say that this city has the best food in Colombia. The friendliest people. Bogota. Reputed hospitality of Bogota is the stereotype that the role in the capital are less friendly admit. Or is there a grain of truth to it? Yes, I know that there is every type of person in every place, but I do think that we can identify common tendencies in behavior that differ from one place to another. A chance to interact with some of the friendliest people in the world. Cartagena. Traditionally, we say Cartageneros are frank, outgoing, like dancing, and very friendly. Cartagena people are happier than the people of Bogota. Cartagena people are funnier than the people of Bogota. The challenges facilitate social and cultural interaction with both the city and some of the friendliest people in the world here in Colombia.